Good morning. Happy Sunday. It is an early Sunday morning, and I say early because I'm tired. We're actually late.
We're very late today.
We'll get there
We're
though.
usually much closer by this time.
Not last week. Last week we were later.
Were
We
we?
didn't even
No.
do anything last week. Yeah. Well, then it was 2 weeks ago. Very recently it was awful. Oh well. We had, as we said, we had a great time at the wedding. So that caused a little bit of sleeping.
Hold on, I didn't even fix my hair. I literally took my scarf off and I got in the car, guys. And I just realized my hair is looking a hot mess. Uh-oh. We've got a defiant piece.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wemi's broken.
Uh-oh. Thank God I have 1,000 bobby pins in my car.
Felt like you had 1,000 bobby pins in your hair already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're about to add another one because this guy's not cooperating with me.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay. Maybe I'll just hold it while we drive and that'll, put some tension on it. Anyways, keep talking.
As you see, we're driving... What? I'm not going to talk over you.
Oh, sorry.
Jeepers. As you see, we're driving Wemi's car. Because the old Corolla, she's making a bad noise.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not
I say she's ready to be retired. But
No. Because now you fix that and she's as good as new.
I see.
Good as new. Yeah. Yeah.
No, because you trade her in while she's still somewhat good. You don't wait until she breaks again to try to trade her because then you'll get no money.
No, I know, but you gotta get it. You want to trade it in just before she's
Which was
bad.
what I was trying to say.
Yeah, but
And
I
Dave
wasn't
didn't
ready.
listen to me.
That's my car you're talking about. You can't just tell me that's like, giving away a child. You can't just come to
It's
somebody
not
and
even
doing
close
it.
to giving away a child. Silly.
I'm pretty sure they're identical.
I'm pretty sure they're not.
I've never given away a child myself, but
Exactly.
nor have I given away a car, so...
I see. People are gonna take offense to you saying that, so I advise you to retract your statement.
No, just making jokes.
There, it's staying a little better.
Cool.
Still gotta fluff it up. It's just not doing what it's supposed to do, or what it did yesterday.
Today is also Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers, the soon-to-be fathers, the father figures.
Is that all?
Anybody with a name that starts with an F?
No.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, to all the fathers out there, mine included.
Speaking of yours, we're seeing yours
We're
today.
gonna go home and see Pa tonight, and then I was gonna drive my car and get him to look at it, get his opinion. He was like, "Don't do that." I was like, "Oh."
Yeah. I've been keeping my mouth shut. I've been silent and being like, Dave, stop driving this car to far distances, just based on what's going on. But I knew he wouldn't listen to me, so I just.
I haven't driven it far distances.
Like even like downtown, like don't take it.
Oh, sure. I guess downtown is the furthest.
Yeah. Like you drove it to the cottage, which is like 4 hours.
It wasn't acting up.
It was still noisy.
Nope, not when I went to the cottage.
Let's see. Maybe it was that trip.
Maybe it was. To be
Yeah.
honest, yeah. Because it wouldn't have taken because there was that shield that I told you about, and maybe it just got knocked the right way, and it jammed a piece of plastic up into some. It's around the drive belt. I know that, and so basically there's something. Feels like it's like when you hold a piece of paper in a fan, like in a regular desk fan
And it
or
does
whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what it sounds like. So if anybody knows what that could be, we're looking at the alternator and thinking that maybe that could be it. But then the other thought is like if the alternator's gone completely, then the car would the battery would be dead by now, based on the amount of that I've driven it, but that's not the case yet.
Yeah.
But maybe it's hanging on for dear life or something. So anyway, that's the best I got right now, but we'll see. Pardon me?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Said yes, sir.
Okay.
Anyway.
I wish you would stop keeping your mouth shut though when you think I'm doing something wrong.
I know you're not gonna listen to me.
But yes, I am. Don't say that because I listen to you, but don't be like, Dave, you're an idiot. Stop driving your car. Sure, I might not listen to that because that's rude.
Sure, but like, yeah, that's me. Like, once a car is doing all that, like, I would never take it on far distances or anything like that because something's wrong. And if that something kicks in, then yeah.
What?
If that's something that's wrong kicks in while you're in the middle of a journey somewhere, like, that's no good.
No, that would be an inconvenience, yeah. But as long as safety isn't a trade-off.
But we don't know that.
That's fair.
I did tell you I had a dream that you pulled up to a stop sign and your car just turned off and you would never come back on.
That's not scary. That's not safety.
No, that's not safety. But what if it wasn't a stop sign? What if you were just in the middle of the road and it just stopped?
Like if it literally just the ignition turned off?
Yeah.
Then I would just slowly pull over.
Still not. Yeah, that's giving your, like, what if you're on a highway? Like, that's still
pull
not.
Over.
No, it's still not safe.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd pull over, but it's much more not safe, much more unsafe on a highway.
It's the not saferness.
It's much more unsafe on a highway.
Sure, but what happens when you blow a tire on the highway? That happens.
Sure, and it's still not safe. If you can avoid that, avoid it.
Sure, but
That's
every now and then things like that happen, and you need to understand. Look, that guy's dealing with it right now. You need to, just.
And this is why I didn't say it, so you don't just argue your way out of it.
I'm not arguing.
What are you doing?
I'm just telling you my perspective on it all. No, that's helpful. But it's like, anyway.
We're almost at church. Sorry for talking my mouth full. I think we finally made our decision, guys. I think France is finally officially happening. Right?
We'll see.
I think it's finally happening. Okay. I'm gonna look into hotels. Like I looked into hotels everywhere during the week, but I'm gonna finally look into like specific hotels that could actually stay at or whatever. But the caveat to all of this is that we don't know what areas in France are safe and welcoming. And since we are trying to go all around France, I want to be aware of areas that we should probably stay away from, especially in the rural areas. So I'm going to do some research into that before I book hotels and then end up finding out we're staying somewhere where, they don't like my kind or us together or something like that. So we just want to be aware of that. Which is like an interesting thing. Dave and I were talking about that the other day. Of just like places that, black people aren't necessarily welcome. And then we were talking about places where interracial couples aren't necessarily welcome. And just being aware of those places when we, travel outside of our country that is welcoming and open to that. And now that I'm on that topic, got to address this. I don't know how I haven't. I think this is when we've been recording at odd times. But the Charleston shooting, rest in peace to all the souls that were taken senselessly. And I really hope those families get comfort from this situation. Mm-hmm. It's just...
It's going to be tough to get comfort, but...
Yeah. It's just like, really? That was honestly my, initial thought when I heard it. I was just like, are you kidding me? And at first, I didn't even know that, he joined them in service. I thought this man just walked in, let off a round and left. No, this man sat there for an hour and you joined them in service. Really? Just, you get me so angry. Just that aspect of it alone. And then you went on and did what you thought you needed to do because you thought you were protecting a race. Mm-hmm. Just absolute senseless.
Yeah.
Why are you so quiet?
Just, it's speechless how stupid people can be.
Yeah.
And how stupid some people continue to be. Mm-hmm. That's the crazy thing. Is just look look at history and look at just all the bad that we're supposed to have learned from.
Yeah.
And, learn from it. Yeah, it's remarkable.
Yeah. And it's just like this ignorance that's being bred in people like that. Because he's not the only one.
Nope.
It's just like, why, guys? Just why? Just why? I'm just curious. Why? Do you have great factual reasons why you think this is okay? And if you do, burn it. That's my take. Write it all on a piece of paper and burn it in fire and let it go.
I just think it's funny. Like, we had talked about this part of it. It was in his manifesto or whatever, how the blacks are taking over like the country or whatever, and it's just like, what? Like, because or actually it didn't even say the country, it just said taking over
the world,
and it's just like, if you look at like population, not even close. Like, between the Chinese population, the Indian population, like those together make up almost half the world. It's just like, the black population, I don't actually know what it is, but it's not taking over the world. And then it's like, in terms of like social status, like socioeconomic success, I would guess that that's not true, based on the hardships that are faced in the workforce. And it's just like, what aspect of taking over are we talking about? And then Wemi was like, yeah, it's just, in
his neighborhood, a black person moved in.
In the past, you didn't see a black person, and now you do, so that's taking over. It's just like, you're an idiot. Yeah. You're just a big old idiot.
Because I personally think that's what it comes down to, is that, you're used to seeing your people in an area, and then all of a sudden you see one person that's doesn't fit that category, then you see another.
You see one that's not inbred like you.
Yeah. And then you see a third, and it's like, oh my gosh, they're taking over, stop them now.
Yeah.
Just completely silly. Completely. But I really hope he gets what he deserves. That's all I can say to that, because I don't know. This is where my personal political situations come in, and we're not going to discuss all that, but I don't know if they're like talking death penalty or anything like that for him. Yeah. And I don't know how I feel about the death penalty. I know how I feel about it, but in this situation, I don't know how I feel about it. Generally, I'm not for the death penalty, just because I feel like that person's getting let off easy.
An eye for an eye.
Yeah, so that's my reason. But in a situation like this, I'm just like, I don't want you living and, you're in a prison and you're talking to other inmates and potentially corrupting other inmates who then get out and go do something stupid. So, I don't know. Let the justice system decide on that. Hopefully they do a good job. Oh, that was a parking spot. Tracks. I thought it was. I was going to say something to you, but
which?
It's on this side.
Oh, okay.
Anyways.
I am just all kinds of drunk in your car.
You really are. Dave's having a hard time parking, guys. Anyways, we're at church, so... Hey, guys. We are almost at the Rents place. Dave's been driving for an hour and 20 minutes. He's getting tired because there was a lot of traffic. But we're almost there.
Yep. Turn around and go home.
Yep. He has soccer and all that good stuff. We still gotta record tonight. Give me that look, mister.
So much to do. So
all
much
these commitments. And I think I'm getting sick, so that's just lovely.
That is not lovely.
Yeah. It was more than a hint of sarcasm in that statement.
Oh.
It was a drop.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Who gets sick in the summer?
I do, and I blame it on certain somebody.
I see.
Not Dave.
I see.
Not Dave.
Okay.
But a certain somebody.
Let's take it easy.
Anyways, I ain't got much else. I was looking through our friends book, and then I started Googling just, I don't know, places that are safe or not safe in France. And that was just tedious because I couldn't find any information really, so whatever. We'll just assume kids are safe and we'll be smart travelers.
We're curious if anybody has been to France.
Yeah.
We're curious. We're not worried about Paris, like, touristy sections, but we want to go to like Bordeaux and
I don't think I'm worried about those places because they're still touristy. I'm worried about driving through the rural areas of France.
Okay, well, we won't stop.
Sure, but maybe like one of those places is more rural and not as touristy.
Right, well, that's why I was listing the places.
Sure.
So they're Bordeaux and Cannes and
Champagne.
and Lyon and Champagne and Carcassonne and Dieppe and Normandy and
Loire Valley, Versailles. I don't know. I think those are castles. I don't think they're actual places. I'm not sure.
Versailles is a place, I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was, yeah.
I've never heard the other ones, but yeah. Anyway.
But so I plan on doing those areas. So if anyone is familiar with France and can just give us a little information on that, that'd be lovely. I know one of our subscribers is. She's Posh918 on Instagram. And I know you're from France because I sent you a package. So you have to respond now. But yeah, let us know if there's anything that we, like any areas that we should kind of be more aware of, or just things we should be aware of in coming to France. That'd be lovely before we book our hotels. So I'm putting that homework assignment on you, hun. But that's it.
Cool.
We're literally about to drive to his parents' place. As usual, I'll try to record, but Dave's family is not very camera friendly. So we might not get anything recorded. But see the farm, so we'll talk to you guys later. Dave owes you guys a story. Go.
Wow, just throw me on blast. I came home from soccer. I'm tired. I'm beaten. I'm broken down. But I wanted to share with you guys how be a man of your word. Man of your word. This is the lesson. So we're playing, and a guy on the other team gets a really bad pass across. So he jumps up and goes to head it, but he was only like 4 feet tall, so he didn't jump very high. And so he reaches up and he handballs it, just smacks it in midair, and but he still actually couldn't even jump high enough, so it still went behind him. And then I was just jogging after the ball because I'm gonna go pick it up. It's a free kick for us. And as I get over there, I just kind of slowly turn around. And the guy came and he tackled me, which was kind of dirty because I thought the whistle had already gone. Apparently not. So anyway, he gets the ball and whatever, and whistle hadn't blown, so I got to keep playing. So I ended up tackling him, and the ball goes out for their throwing. So I yelled at the ref. I was like, "Hey, that was a handball. Like, what are you doing?" And he was like, "No, I didn't see it." And so I was like, "Okay, whatever." I get mad at the ref, but whatever. He didn't see it. So I turned to the guy, and I was just like, "Dude, you handballed that, right?" And he was just like, "No." I was like, "What?" Like, I was like, "What are you talking about?" "Yeah, you did. You literally high-fived the ball." And he was like, "No, I didn't." And I was like, "What kind of pieces of blank
crap
do we live with in our society that in a men's league soccer game you can't even be honest with yourself?"
Yeah.
And it was just embarrassing. Like, I am sick of people like that, and it has nothing to do with life in the grand scheme of things, except it does, because that kind of attitude translates to probably this guy's life. I hope he watches right now. I don't, like, you're a real piece, dude. Like, grow up and just be honest with people. It's no big deal. If he had told me on the side, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I did. I got away with one there." Yeah, cool. Move on.
Yep.
But then to lie about it, just sickens me. And so I wanted to fight him, and so actually we really got chippy for the rest of the game, and so I threw him to the ground a couple of times, and it was good. I got my revenge, but within the rules of the game. But yeah, it was awful.
Here's what I have to say on what you just said. Revenge?
Mm-hmm. Soccer revenge.
No.
Soccer revenge.
Revenge is not for you.
It's a dish best served cold.
No.
I don't like it when people aren't honest. I try to make them honest.
Gonna make an honest man out of him, huh?
Exactly. Anyway, it's bedtime.
Yeah, it's bedtime, guys. We're going to bed. See you guys in the morning. I'm still a hot mess, but that's okay. That happens. I think it's allergies. I think it's a cold. I'm not really sure what it is.
Well, do you think
based
it's
on my
allergies, or do you
eyes
think
being
it's a cold?
super itchy, I think it's a cold.
What? No, that would be allergies.
Sorry, I think it's allergies. Sorry. Based on my eyes being super itchy and my nose and throat being itchy when I'm outside, I think it's allergies. Based on my nose being just disgusting, I feel like it's a cold.
Based on you not making any sense.
Yeah, I feel like it's a cold.
I think it's a whole other issue.
But, because usually when I get allergies and my nose gets stuff, when I'm inside, like, it kind of slowly clears up the way that, like, my, eyes stop itching. But my nose just hasn't cleared up, so maybe it's both. Who knows? Anyways, we're going to bed. Dave's tapping me, so good night.